Hello students, as you know that we are completing chapter number 1 of class 10th mathematics, that is real numbers. Okay, students, in the previous part we have learned how to prove a irrational number. Okay, and we have learned how to prove root 2 is an irrational number by the contradiction method. Okay, and after the completion of that root 2, I have told you that by the same process you can prove root 3, root 5, root 7 and so on. Okay, so that section we have completed. So in this section, this is the part 3 of your video. So in this section of the video, we will learn how to prove the combination of a rational and irrational number to a irrational number. We all know that the sum of a rational as well as irrational is always a irrational number. Similarly, the difference of a rational and irrational is also a irrational number. The product of rational and irrational is also a irrational number, and the division of rational and irrational is also a irrational number, provided some conditions are given. Okay, so in this section we will solve question based upon these rules. Okay, so first rule was the sum of a rational and irrational is always a irrational. So how we will able to prove it, that thing we will able to learn here. Okay, so I am going to start from the question that suppose you have to prove 3 plus root 5 is an irrational number. Okay, is an irrational number. Okay, suppose this you have to prove, student. So how you able to prove it? Again, by the same approach we will solve it. Okay, now see, 3 is a rational number and root 5 is a irrational number. So the sum of rational is irrational is always a irrational number. So how we will able to prove it, student? We will apply the same method, that is method of contradiction. Okay, that is method of contradiction. We will assume it that 3 plus root 5 is a rational number. So we will write let 3 plus root 5 is a rational number. Okay, is a rational number. Okay, and if 3 plus root 5 is a rational number, so it can be represented in the form of p by q. So we can say 3 plus root 5 can be written as p upon q, we can say, and here you can specify that p and q are co-primes. P and q are co-primes, co-prime numbers, and q is not equal to 0. That condition you have to write. Okay, p and q are co-prime means it is a co-prime integers and the value of q cannot be 0. Okay, so now what approach we will apply, student? Here what we will do, we will assume it. See, 3 is a rational number and root 5 is an irrational number, we know that. So in that type of question where the combination of rational and irrational comes, so in that type of question we assume that we don't need to be prove root 5. We will assume it that it is a irrational number. Okay, root 5 we should not be able to prove root 5. We will assume it is an irrational number because the earlier section we have already proved that root 2, root 3, root 5 is a irrational number. Okay, so what thing we are going to do? We will apply the process in which one side will become rational and the another side will become irrational. Okay, so we can see in 3 and root 5 is a irrational number. Okay, so we will keep it in this side only. And we will transfer this 3 to that side, that is p upon q minus 3. Okay, now you can simplify it. So when you will simplify it, you will get the LCM will be q and it will be p minus 3q. Okay, this result you got. Okay, now see, student, now you got two sides, one is LHS and the other side is RHS. Okay, now root 5, we know that root 5 is a irrational, and now see, we have already assumed that p upon q was rational. And if p upon q was rational and 3 is also a rational, so we know that the difference of rational and rational is always a rational number. Means suppose you have two rational numbers, so their difference will also be a rational number, their addition is also a rational number, their multiplication is also a rational number, their division is also a rational number. ठीक है, by the closure property. We all studied this property in previous classes. Okay, so we can say that root 5 is irrational, p minus 3q upon q is rational. Rational. Okay, so we can say, what we can say, student? Here we can say कि root 5 is irrational. Root 5 is irrational. We know that root 5 is irrational. Any number which is not a perfect square and which is written inside the square root sign is known as the irrational number. See, 5 is not a perfect square of any number and it is written inside the square root sign, so it will be an irrational number. Okay, so it is an irrational number. Here you need not to prove root 5. The complete process you don't follow. You just assume it is an irrational. Okay, and here p minus 3q upon q, p minus 3q upon q is a rational number. Is a rational number. Okay, p minus 3q upon q is a rational number. Okay, now we can say root 5 is irrational and p minus 3q upon q is a rational, and we all know that rational number and irrational number cannot be equal to each other. So what we will do, we know that irrational number cannot be equal to rational number. Okay, but we are getting these things in this statement. It means if irrational number cannot be equal to rational number, it means after calculation we are getting both are equal, which is not possible. So we will write it here. So we will write it, our assumption was wrong because rational and irrational cannot be equal. But whatever we have assumed by this approach, we are seeing that these two are equal, which is not possible. It means that our assumption is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. And what was our assumption? Our assumption was 3 plus root 5 is a rational number. So we can say hence 3 plus root 5 is irrational number. Okay? See, what is contradiction method? Contradiction method means whatever we need to prove, we will assume its reverse. Means we wanted to prove it is an irrational number, so we have assumed it rational number. So we have applied the some steps. After that we can see that irrational number is equal to rational number, which is not possible. It means that whatever thing we assume that was wrong, and if that was wrong, so it means it is a rational number. Okay. Now same process you can apply in different questions. See, here is 3 plus root 5 is given. In the next question it can be given 3 minus root 5. The difference of rational and irrational. The difference of rational and irrational is also a irrational number. Okay. Similarly, product and division. So one more question I can tell you about this. Okay. So after seeing these steps, student, what you can see? After seeing these steps, what you can see? In this type of question where the combination of rational and irrational comes, you don't need to follow very broad steps. Okay, what you have to do, you keep the irrational part at one side and you transfer the rational part at another side, and after the calculation you can easily see one side will be rational and the other side will be irrational, which is not possible. It means that our assumption is wrong. So by this process we can solve these type of questions. Okay, now one more question I can solve for you. Okay, now 3 minus root 5, again this type of question you can solve by yourself. Okay, now suppose student you got this type of question. Suppose in place of 3 plus root 5, in place of 3 plus root 5 I have written 2 root 3. Okay, see, 2 is a rational number and root 3 is an irrational number. Okay, and it is showing the product of rational and irrational, and we all know that here you can write rational plus irrational is irrational, rational minus irrational is also irrational, rational into irrational is also irrational, and rational divided by irrational is also irrational provided some condition. Some condition will be provided. ठीक है. So see here, you can see it is the product of rational and irrational, and we need to prove it what irrational. So again same process we will apply, student. Which process? We will assume it. Let 2 plus root 3 is a rational number. ठीक है, is a rational number. And if it is a rational number, student, we can say it 2 root 3 can be written as P upon Q, where P and Q are co-primes. I told you what is co-prime. Co-prime are those number whose HCF is 1, means their common factor is only 1. So P and Q are co-prime and Q is not equal to 0. Okay? So now see, 2 is rational and root 3 is irrational. So I already told you in this type of question what you have to do. You have to make one side irrational and the other side rational. So what I will going to do, I will keep root 3 in RHS only, and I will transfer this 2 in the LHS. Sorry, I will keep root 3 in LHS, जहां पर है वहीं पर, and that 2 will be other side. Means when I will divide 2 in this side, so we will get root 3 is equal to P upon 2Q. Root 3 equal to P upon 2Q. Now you can see root 3 is an irrational number and P upon 2Q will be a rational number, because P upon Q was rational, we have assumed it. ठीक है, P upon Q was rational, we have assumed it, and when we will divide P upon Q by 2, it will also be rational, because the division of two rational number will also be a rational number. So you, by seeing this statement, what you can see? You can say that root 3 is irrational. We all know that root 3 is irrational. Root 3 is irrational number, and P upon 2Q will be a rational number. ठीक है? And we all know that, student, we all know that, what we know, कि rational number cannot be equal to irrational number. But after our assumption, we are seeing that rational number is equal to irrational number, which is not possible. We all know now that rational and irrational cannot be equal. But whatever we have assumed, we can see that here rational and irrational are coming equal, which is not possible. It means whatever we have assumed in the starting, that was wrong. Means our assumption was wrong. Our assumption was wrong. And if our assumption was wrong, so we can say 2 root 3 is irrational number. ठीक है? So whenever the combination of rational and irrational comes, what you have to do, and you have to prove, suppose the combination of rational and irrational comes in your exam, and you need to prove it irrational. So what you have to do, you will assume it rational. You will keep one side as rational and the other side as irrational. And we all know that two rational and irrational cannot be equal. It means whatever things we have assumed, that was wrong. So if we have assumed rational, so it means it will be a irrational. Okay? Now, so by this way we can solve this type of question where the combination of rational and irrational comes. Now there is another type which is we have to discuss, that suppose the combination of irrational and irrational comes, means whatever numbers are coming, that both are irrational. See, in the starting we have learned how to prove root 2 is an irrational number. Okay? After that we have seen the combination of rational and irrational. Now we will see the combination of irrational and irrational. Okay? The combination of irrational and irrational. So here I can change the question. See, suppose student, and the combination of rational and irrational is also an irrational number, provided some condition. Okay. Now suppose you have to prove root 2 plus root 3 is an irrational number. Okay. Irrational number. Okay. So again we apply the same approach whatever we did in the previous question. So suppose again we will assume it as a rational number. So suppose let root 2 plus root 3 is a rational number. Okay, is a rational number. So now if it is a rational number, so it can be represented in p by q form. So root 2 plus root 3 can be written as p upon q form, where p and q are co-prime, and q is not equal to 0. Okay. Now see, now in this case student, we cannot transfer any number to the different side because both are irrational. Na? Both are irrational. So if whenever two numbers and both two numbers are irrational, so in that case we cannot transfer any number to the another side. So now what we will do? So in this type of question, first we do the squaring of the statement, means whatever we have assumed, we will do the square of that statement. So when we will do the squaring of this statement, what we will get? What we will get? Root 2 plus root 3 ka square, that will be equal to p upon q ka square. Okay. Now it can be expanded in the formula of a plus b whole square. So root 2 square plus root 3 square plus 2 into root 2 into root 3, which is equal to p square upon q square. Okay. We all know the formula of a plus b whole square. Now the square of root 2 will become 2, the square of root 3 will become 3, and it will become 2 root 6, which is equal to p square upon q square. Okay. Now 2 plus 3, it will become 5, plus 2 root 6 is equal to p square upon q square. Okay. Now after squaring and after the calculation of these things student, we can see that, now see, whatever number are getting in the LHS side, out of these two numbers, one number is rational. So now what we can do? Now we can transfer the rational number to the another side. In the starting, we are not able to transfer because both are irrational. But after the squaring, we can see that one number is rational and the another number is irrational. So in that case, we can transfer this number to the another side. So what we will get? We will get 2 root 6 is equal to p square upon q square minus 5. Now simplify it, so you will get 2 root 6 is equal to, LCM will be q square and this will be p square minus 5q square. Now again transfer this 2 in this side because 2 is a rational. So whatever the rational part is there, we want to be in the right side, and whatever the irrational part is there, we will keep it in the LHS side only. So when we will transfer this 2 in the next side, we will get root 6 is equal to p square minus 5q square upon 2q square. Now you can see student, p upon q was rational, p upon q was co-prime and rational. P is also a rational, q is also a rational. So the square of p and q are also a rational. And when we will subtract rational from rational, we always get a rational number. Means, see, p square is also a rational, 5q square is also a rational, and the subtraction of rational and rational will also be a rational, and in the denominator also it is also a rational. So we can see that the RHS part is a rational number and the LHS part is a irrational number. So now we can say root 6 is irrational number, p square minus 5q square upon 2q square is a rational number. Okay? And rational number cannot be equal to irrational number. Rational number cannot be equal to irrational number. So we can say our assumption was wrong. Our assumption was wrong. Our assumption was wrong. So root 2 plus root 3 is irrational. Okay? So by this way student, we can solve this type of question. Okay? So for practice, you can go through the exercises and you can solve this type of questions. Okay? So I hope whatever things I taught you today, that is clear to you. Remaining thing student we will discuss in the next part of the video. So till then have a nice day. Take care. Thank you.